I met Julie purely by chance. We'd arranged to meet a couple of old friends for a picnic. They, unbeknownst to me, invited Julie and her husband Phil and the kids. I was a bit annoyed, to tell you the truth, to begin with. I thought, I want to see Bob and Pauline. Anyway, it was really fortuitous because I took some of my food product and Julie happened to say, you could sell this. And I said, yeah. And I didn't know who she was. I didn't know what her background was. And then we got talking. I found out who she was. I thought, maybe. I'll think about it. And then a couple of days later, I broke my arm. So I couldn't work as a sports therapist. And I thought more about what Julie had said. I Googled her, did a bit more, did some research on her, found out actually she does know what she's talking about. And it went from there. I thought, having broken my arm, I thought, I've got nothing to lose. She had suggested that she might want a case study. So I found out a little bit more from her, what she wanted from me and what that would involve and what kind of investment was required up front. Having discovered that it was absolutely minimal, and that she would feed me the information I needed to start the ball rolling in producing a food product. I had nothing to lose, absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain, really. And without the Little Food Academy, without having met Julie, I would not be in the position that I am in now, absolutely. It would never, ever have entered my head that I could produce a food product. I'm a cyclist, for goodness sake. I do massage, not just sound therapy. So, really. And I'm now at the stage where I'm working on packaging and branding and fine-tuning all that. I have learned the most enormous amount. Trademarking. I'm fortunate in that I can produce my product from home, so that makes things a little bit simpler. And the other wonderful thing about Little Food Academy is that it's there to back you up. I got seriously cold feet at one stage. I thought, what am I thinking of? Me? This is ridiculous. Spoke to Julie. She said, I've been there. And that's the great thing, you see. She's been in that position. And we're very similar in that regard, in that she was involved in the food business, but she had no money, she had debts. I've got no money, I've got debts, I've got a house I can't sell, my husband's out of work. So it's a hell of a risk. But her backup and her information and her knowledge base has been invaluable, completely invaluable. So I mean, frankly, I couldn't recommend her highly enough. And I shall go on to, and she's not paying me either for this. I will go on to do some of the future courses that she's going to offer. I guess the fact that I had broken my arm and couldn't work. I mean, I was fortunate in the sense that I was self-employed anyway. But the fact that I actually couldn't work because my work is so manual, obviously. I was able to commit quite a lot of time, and one of my questions to Julie right in the beginning was, how much is it going to cost me? What about time? How can I work as well? That was all kind of taken out of my hands because I broke my arm. So I have worked hard at it, but it's been fast. I think one of the things she would say, it depends what you put into it, and it's like so many things, you'll get out of it what you put in. But yeah, 4 months. Oh, just go for it. £297, and actually, with the statement the announcement that she's made today of working with Groupon, 29 quid. You absolutely nothing to lose, everything to gain, everything. You've got to take risks. If you have got something good, that's what you've got to be sure of, whether you've got a good product. And I think, I don't know Julie that well, but I think she would be honest. If it wasn't good enough, she'd say, you need to refine that, think of something else. But yeah, go for it. Absolutely go for it. My life is, I believe, the potential is there for my life to be completely turned around.